Hi everyone, you've got the Advisar team back here today. It is not Tuesday, but we decided to be rebels last night because we really wanted to do an episode on the jobs that we have open within Advisar. So, Doug, what are the jobs that we have available?
Yeah, absolutely. So
right
we have some sales roles,
okay.
some money-making roles, both inside and outside sales roles that are posted, as well as some digital roles. And so some traditional developer roles, as well as some QA roles, all posted out there. And I think after we break here, you're going to actually embed a link.
Yep, we'll have a link in the post.
For folks going to those. But a lot of exciting roles. This is a promotional video to show you guys what it is like to work at Advisar.
So we have a ton of fun here, and we've got a really cool office space. So we decided to hold off until Wednesday, so we actually have people in the building, and we're going to take a little tour of the office real quick. So if you just do kind of a scan, this is the showroom, and this is where homeowners and contractors alike can come in and look at our products. That light was so hard to put together. You will be so mad at you if you break this.
If it falls down, I'm in trouble.
That costs 2 bottles of wine to put that together.
And then this is our
kind of lounge area.
We have a ton of collaborating spaces within the office, and it's totally not uncommon to come out here and see people, hanging out, working together at this high top table. Jason, show them the table you built. We're convinced that Jason should have a furniture making business because every expensive table that our designers wanted to put in the building, he went off and built it. So
yeah, I think Jason's on housing. He's not cheap either.
Yeah.
So that's right.
Thumbtack.
Also, you'll see we can. Obviously, there's not a lot of people out here, but if you come out here around lunch, there's typically a ton of people throughout the day working. They couldn't be saying a word next to each other, but they're sitting down, they're working. There is some really comfortable couches here that we got from Restoration Hardware. Yeah. I will say it's nap at your own risk. We have some folks who take naps, but we'll get some jokers on the team. So nap at your own risk. We actually do have a training room back there that's camouflaged to where we'll have events with customers. We'll have training with our own organization as well as special events. And we hold about 35 to 40 people in that room as well.
yeah. And that's probably one of my favorite things about the office. I hate being chained to my desk. I'm like a typical, and so I love that we have all these different spaces. Oh, I've got the door. We have all these different spaces where if you want to work at your desk, great. If you don't, come work somewhere else.
So the public domain stops here.
Yep.
And back here, the key card entrance is where the magic happens.
Mm-hmm. So if you want to pan over, come this way. So this is our digital team. These are the brains behind the Advisar door builders. We've got standing desks. We've got all different levels. So you can see here that it's a very collaborative environment. They work as a team environment. Am I forgetting anything?
Nope. We got some agile software development going on back there. So all the functionality you saw, we just released the price range for our general contractors that just went live this week. All that stuff's actually getting developed in-house here, and it's the new part of our building that we renovated, the old barn and warehouse. So really excited to have these folks at work making your experience on Advisar better.
And so we do have jobs available on this team, and that will be one of the postings within that will link up. Yep. So you want to tell them about this area, Dave?
So this core area that you're looking at now, we've stepped into what we would call the Advisar room, if you will. Again, very open, collaborative spaces here. No, as Amy said, there's no cubes, there's no offices. This whole team works in this exact area. So
we have our nostalgic marketing plugs.
Of course.
Get a bunch of shirts.
Likewise, some chairs and things of that nature where, if we're just discussing ideas or things that we can do to improve, the contractor experience, it's just an easy, effective way to get people together in an open environment. It really encourages open, free sharing of thoughts and ideas.
And one of the most important things is you'll see kind of walking around the office is that there's no physical offices.
Yeah.
And so this old concept of a hierarchical structure where you have a boss and your boss has a boss and your input is limited to your direct boss, we don't operate that way, right? And so we have valued team members who are doing a whole host of things, either supporting customers and supporting sales, or actually out in the field. Everybody is on the same team here. So we definitely built this building with that inspiration.
Yeah.
One of the cool things we got to do before we go over here, and part of the inspiration of this
Oh, yeah.
building was actually something that is pretty cool. We actually saw this out on the West Coast when we were doing some research. Actually, you'll see a lot of people in the afternoon to avoid the post-lunch coma actually standing up to work. So everybody has an adjustable desk. And again, it's just to kind of preach that new age ergonomics and how offices of the future are starting to look now.
Yeah.
And Jason, can you pan over really quick? Because I didn't know this until we did another tour with a customer, but I think it's just a really cool story. So it's a historic building, and these are the original doors that were in the Larman Furniture Warehouse, and they told us that we had to keep the doors with the building, but they didn't tell us, but they didn't tell us what we had to do with them. And so we made kind of a door wall mural, like, yeah, door montage, which I just think is really cool and keeps the integrity of the building, but allows us to design and do what we need to. We've got a chess set over there.
We do have a timeout room that we're not going to show you because we're trying to stay positive, but we do have a timeout room if you're the right candidate.
Yep.
And so this is our Larman. So this is our chow hall, our
Overall fun
entertainment, our overall fun center, where you'll see, typically during lunch this has capacity for about 60 people, and we preach everybody to have lunch at the same time. So typically we're eating on the run, a lot of things going on, it's busy, but we think it's important to take some time out during the day to socialize and kind of unplug and relax. So ping pong table / pool table, we do have tournaments, so
We need to
there's
have
some
another one
bragging
of those pretty
rights.
soon. It's been a while.
We got an arcade over there, we got a rock band, and then a full service kitchen. So we typically have a lot of events. We've been open for just over a year in this building now.
This is the best Thanksgiving office party you will ever have, because we literally had a full meal and had probably 40 side dishes.
Yeah.
No one goes
Well
home.
Fed 200 people.
Yeah.
Decided to have
It's crazy.
brunch while we were making the turkey, so it was just a day of full eating. Hanover show them the arcade system. So this was kind of a surprise. It's new to the building since June 5th, and so this was our gift to the development team. So we have an arcade-based system that has how many? 250 games?
Yeah, it's a lot. That's all the blasts from the past you would see in arcades from when we came to fruition. So, not to date ourselves, but it's a really cool space. You can actually lounge in here. You can get work done. Again, a lot of open and collaborative areas. And that's it. I mean, it's 32,000 square feet of collaboration.
Yeah.
So great office space. I think we all really like who we work with. We have a lot of fun on this team.
Yeah. I think and it's all purposeful, because we have preached often about what we're trying to do is provide an extraordinary customer experience, and we truly feel that starts with our employees, and so employee engagement is really important, and so everything that you've seen here today is to really support that.
Yep. So we have inside and outside sales roles, as well as development and quality control roles within the development team. So we will post a link to where you can find those job postings. And please, if you or someone you know might have an interest in this, tag them in the comments area so that they see this post, because we're always looking for great people to join our team. So.
Yeah, and I would say, and maybe lastly, even if you don't see a role you might necessarily be a perfect fit for, keep in touch, right? Like and share us, and we're a growing business, so just because a role is not perfect for you today doesn't mean that we won't be looking for your talent and your caliber in the future.
Future opportunities. Yep.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Have a great week, and we will be back to our normal Tuesday schedule next week.